Okay, this is going to be our first example of VR in this tutorial series. So this is going to be your most typical leaf slice. This is a 3/4 turn skeleton. It's 2c3, and yeah, for this one I'm going to be using Rodney's method to convert the skeleton into numbers. That's going to be the only one where I used that. In the next one, I'm just going to be using Complex's method. Well, like Complex's spin on my method. I don't know. Anyways, let's start. So I'll do. So this is a DR on RL, which means the first thing we need to do is, well, actually the first thing we need to do is we need to execute the leaf slice. So I'll just do that now. I guess I'll do that here. RU2R F2 D2 F2 R2 F2 U2 R D2. And we notice how we need to do U2 B2 to solve the slice. So I'm just going to append the U2 B2 here. B2. So hopefully you should be able to see the U2 B2 solve the slice. Alright. Now, because it's the R and RL, instead of doing, you cannot do RF, we need to take two moves, adjacent moves, which are also adjacent to the axis. So in this case, that will be UF. So for example, you shouldn't be writing these moves, but I'm going to do this just to show you. So UF, UF, we skip this one, UF, UF, U. And then I'm just going to compare these. So this is a plus, same, different, same, and this is different. And then we have a pipe. This is like a dash pipe, I guess. Pipe and pipe. All right. The goal number is plus. So I don't know. Just keep that in mind, I guess. Okay. So this is a plus, and this is also a plus. So we have two VRs. We can have this or this. Okay. So let's see what these correspond to. So I'm just gonna backtrack to the beginning of the skeleton. So this is I don't think there's a way I can do this while showing everything because I didn't do too much. So F2 R2 F2 D2 F2 R'2 R'. So now I'm just going to perform the first VR, which is widening this R and this R. So R wide, U2, R wide, and then the rest of the skeleton. And we haven't, okay, this is G. Now, obviously, we could just do M2 here, and that would be +2, but obviously, we don't want to do that. So I'll just backtrack. Really, the only spot where you can get a +0 is from this R2, because that's the only R2. But I'll also be checking this one along the way. Well, obviously, this is not going to work, because, yeah, this is obviously, this is actually F. So R prime, U2, F2. And this is actually U, so that doesn't work. D2, F2. I'm just going to check if there's something R wide. And remember, this is R wide, so R wide. U2, and this doesn't work. There's nothing. That's +2 is the best we can get from here. We also gone back to the beginning of the skeleton, so now we can just try to check the other VR, which is widening this R and this R. So this is R, U2, R wide, and then F2, D2, F2, R2, F2, U2, R wide, D2. That's also G. So let's see. So you might think these two VRs are the same, but because we're widening different moves, this means that this R2 might be different. So let's see if this is the case. D2, R wide prime, U2, F2, and indeed this is G. So if we insert an M2 here, F2, U2, R wide, D2. We see that it's all the cube. So actually the final slice is R, U2, R wide, F2, D2, F2. We widen this R2, R wide 2, F2, U2, R wide, D2. Let's actually check it by performing the scramble again. So the scramble is the one on the top. I guess I should move the cube out of the way. Okay, and let's do the final solution that we found. Trust I got the correct moves and the cube is solved.